Alright folks, today's mission is a big one. So this is the deck. We've done a lot of work so far. We closed this in and put up this plastic lattice to kind of create a little barrier so the dogs can't get through here. I still need to close up the bottom, and we're probably going to need to paint these pieces here just to match everything else. But today, big one, we still have this whole open section right here, and I got to figure out how to put in a gate and figure out how to close off this other side here. And the tricky thing is trying to dig holes around here. Not sure what that is. I know that one's propane. And we got bees, actually yellow jackets, flying in and out of the house a couple different places. So yeah, figure out where to put the posts, how to get them in the ground without blowing up the house or causing a gas leak and not getting eaten by bugs. So that's my day. I'll give you an update later. So here's a piece of the puzzle that I get to try and figure out. While I'm building a gate under the deck, I got to figure out how to make it wide enough to fit this guy right here. So I got to be able to drive from the front yard to the backyard, and supposedly, you know, it's a 42-inch deck, but then you got this chute on the side, and we're looking 50 plus. So the measurement I took just a minute ago before putting in any of the gate hardware and anything like that was 49 and like 3/4. So gotta figure out where to put the post so that I can have a gate open and still fit this bad boy through. Okay, trying to do this one-handed as I slide down the hill. Okay, so here we are at this piece of wood at about 50 inches. Probably need to go that way another inch. I guess I could trim this off because it kind of sticks out. I don't think it's structural. And then run the post here straight down into the ground, and then that gives me 50 something, but I got to scoot it in a hair, like to here or so that whatever width the gate sticks out over here isn't hitting the lawnmower as I come through. Well, I'll let you know how it goes. I wanted to show you one more fun thing that I get to deal with while I'm down here. Let's see if you can see it. They're all asleep right now, but yeah, there's probably 100 big old wasps up there. And then, not too far away on the other side, where'd it go? Ooh, yeah, we got another one. These guys have been pretty tame, but I don't want to accidentally bump into that. So if you don't see me again, it's because I accidentally hit it with a shovel. Alright, here's what I've come up with. Oh, that was a big hole in clay. So I've got it mounted several inches over, and I can start building a gate between these two. Now that I know the measurements, I'll need some gate hardware. I didn't buy any of that yet. Then what we'll do is we'll close in this section with some lattice. That way the dogs can still go under the deck. Then, yeah, TBD is that side still. I wanted to run the lattice up by that piece of wood up there, and then maybe use that as an anchor for my posts, but because I really don't want to be digging next to the propane or wherever that pipe leads to inside the house. So yeah, I gotta figure that out next. One thing at a time. Time to build a gate with my awesome skills. Yeah, right. Just taking a little break from the fence because it's hot. Just ate my breakfast. Thought I'd come enjoy some nature and see if I can see the squirrel that's been chattering all morning long. Maybe some of the birds and creatures that are out here. I think I can hear the pickleball courts down the road. It's funny. Oh, we're starting to see some leaves fall already. It's just the beginning of September. It's gonna be weird. We've only been here since this has been a wall of green, so not sure what to expect when it's naked and we get to see all across this valley. So fun times. All right, on my way to Lowe's for the obligatory second or third trip for materials. Ran out of wood. Miscalculated how much I was going to need because the gate is a lot taller and wider than I thought. So the 8-foot boards burned up real quick, cutting out the pieces I need. So go get some more of those. Probably get some more posts just in case. Yeah. Too bad I don't have a dashboard mount, or I'd show you the drive. It's pretty beautiful. Later. So far, okay. Here's my gate. Got it braced up. It's much larger than I thought it was going to be when I first set out to do this project. And I had a problem. You know the saying, measure twice, cut once? Well, I measured, and this was great. And I subtracted out the width of the 2x4s off the top piece, except when I go to put it in, it's like ½ an inch too wide because these 2x4s aren't the standard 1.5 by 3.5. They're like 3 3/4 for whatever reason. And oh, there's my lovely gap. You can see my precision. Anyway, I got to move this post like an inch over to the right. Got to redig my hole. Thankfully, it's not packed in there too much. This clay's coming out faster than it did the first time. So, well, lesson learned. Measure 3 times. Well, this is trip number 4 with this project. Maybe actually 5, but I think I got everything I need this time. Sure. Famous last words. I'll be back. All right, here's the latest. So, gate is up here. I'm working on putting on the lattice, and I had a problem because of that gap and the lawnmower. I had to make the gate wider than 48 inches, that was my original target, because this lattice comes in 4-foot sections. So it's wider and taller than 48 inches. So had to add 2x4 strip right here, because the center section is 49 inches, and that gives me just barely enough coverage. And then I'll trim off the rest, and then I can mount the hardware and figure out where to put the latch and all that jazz. But making progress. Well, here we are. The gate is installed. This thing got really heavy the more I added to it. Hardware. Had Bridget help me mount it. It's super heavy, wants to swing out and down just because of the weight. But I got the post mounted right here with even gap all the way down. Got the hardware, the latch in place. It opens from either side, which is handy, so we can come in from the backyard or from downstairs. I'm going to run a tension cable, an anti-sag tension cable from corner to corner, just to keep it from doing what it needs to do. Then, what I'm working on right this very second is I found these brackets at Lowe's. These guys right here. So they mounted them to the existing wood that was already on the ground, and then I can put my 4x4 like that. I've got them up there right now. I'm gonna put a beam across and then hang the lattice across the front of that, and then I just need to do lattice under the stairs, and this project is just about done. It's hot. All right, I've got this piece mounted now. Looking good. I think I might want to tie in from this post over to the deck just to stabilize that one. I don't know what's behind the siding to screw into that, so I'll probably just run a stabilizing thing across there. Now I'm going to close in this with some lattice, and that's it. And then this project's done. So I got to cut a little cross beam for that, and then figure out what to do with this part, and then I'm done. Okay, here is the almost final product. Gotta touch up a couple things here and there, but okay, I got this tied into the deck, so that's nice and stable. This is all closed in. We're gonna put plants over here, just because it's got wild strawberries and the bunnies come over here. This is now closed off, so the doggies can't get out here. So under the stairs is on that side of the yard and whatnot. Kind of OCD about this, where it's like that side is on the inside and this side's on the out, whatever, yeah. Okay, gate is working. I need to put the handle on. I got a spring to help tension it, pull it back. Doesn't close it, but so far so good. I think it doesn't go flying downhill like it used to. This is what we previously did. Probably need to put a piece across the top there, just make it look good, because this is what we did over here. And if you're ever wondering why this is floppy, this is why right here. Oh, I'm missing a screw. They said leave it loose because it expands and contracts in the heat and the cold. So it's fastened on the sides and the top, but not on the bottom, so that it can go back and forth. Then I'm going to run this. This is pressure treated. I'm going to make it look nice, give that across the bottom just to keep the dogs from trying to go underneath it. Do that all around, and then yeah, there you have it. Dogs are secure. Sorry, Copper, you're stuck here.